So what have we here? All right. So we got this, what's her name? Gina Marie Colvin Hill. Too many names already. I don't know what is up with that. But and it's not Calvin, it's Colvin for some reason, unless she mistyped it when she was typing it. I don't know. That's highly possible. But so we got Gina Maria here, and she's very concerned with Elon Musk and his eye, because apparently he's got a black eye, right? And pretty much as soon as he got that black eye, he stopped. It's like he got in some kind of fight with Trump. I don't know. I think maybe maybe she's insinuating that Trump punched him. I don't know. I guess I could track there. But what we're gonna get into it. So I am Brentley, and this is the Bunk Apostate. Let's go. All right, got some folks showing up. How we doing? Some Apostate sisters and AJ. How we doing? What's up? All right, here we go. We're gonna let Gina Maria Colvin Hill Esquire, the Robinette, the third. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway,
him and President Trump became at ends. They were at odds with one another.
What? They became add-ins? What? I don't know what that is. What's an add-ins? What?
And
hold on.
President Trump became at ends.
I have no idea. Oh, at ends. At and that's not a single word, Gina.
They were at odds with one another. At odds.
I think she even heard it. She's like, I better say something else to solidify my point.
And when this left eye hook or right eye hook, there is a thing about the right.
It's on his. We're looking on the left side. That means it's. Hold on. I can't. Which way is the L? Hold on. It's. I don't think it's his right eye.
And the left eyes. I looked it up on here.
You looked what up? I looked up eyes on the internet, and they had a lot to say about eyes.
Left eye belonged to the moon. The moon.
What?
I really did. I looked at.
I thought we were talking about Elon Musk. Elon Musk's left eye belongs to the moon. I'm very confused. What is happening?
That the left eye was the moon, and the right eye was the eye of Horus. Remember that?
Hold on. Is she just talking about like in general? Like I looked up left eye, and they're like that has stuff to do with Horus or whatever. Is that what we're doing? Like, of course, that's what we're doing. What am I talking about?
Picture we had upstairs of Elon Musk, his Starlink, his whatever you call that launch that he did.
SpaceX. Is that what we're talking about? He loves the X thing. What is it with him trying to get X and everything?
It's Starbase and Texas.
It's kind of fucking weird. Like it's just strange. It's like his favorite letter of the alphabet, and so he's just. I don't know. Like he's got to put it in everything.
And it has,
like, I feel bad for it because not enough words actually start with X, and so I wanted to. That's my Elon Musk impression.
The great big eye on it. I'm gonna pull this up you all. The right eye.
I'm still working on it. Okay, don't judge me too hard. Jeez Louise. All right, I haven't known the guy for very long.
The right eye. It is of Horus, but it also represents the sun. Right eye of Horus.
Wait, it represents Horus, but it also represents the sun.
And the sun.
Wouldn't the other one be? Okay.
I'm serious. You're gonna look at this show. Wow.
I'm serious about stuff representing other stuff here. You think I'm joking? Watch me film my computer and prove you wrong.
See the image.
There we go.
The eyes of Horus. and then the eye of Ra. Okay, the eye of Ra. Okay, I got it wrong. So the eye of Ra.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ra's the sun god, isn't he? Like Ra's like the big boss of gods in Egypt, as far as I understand.
And Elon Musk is sporting, they said in one article.
Do you sport? Do you sport? do you sport black eyes? Is that how black eyes work? Is that something you sport them? I thought sporting was like when you wear it on purpose. Did he punch his own eye?
A hook, a right eye hook. And here he is. The right eye hook right there. That's what they were saying. Something about.
Oh my God. This whole time I thought she was saying like, you got a hook, like a right cross hook or whatever. Like the punch, the hook, the punch. Not like an actual hook. Okay.
Hello.
Wow.
A right eye hook.
I was way off.
And
as I always am with this lady. I always think I know where she's going. Always surprised. She goes someplace in the left crazyville.
I started looking at other people who were in the news and stuff throughout the years, politicians and stuff. They had right eyes. They had the left eye.
A lot of people have right eyes. I know. Okay. It's like all these people throughout history, they got right eyes. Okay. But
the left eye one, that's what they had. So the left eye was you have the eye of.
Have one what? How, what, man? What is going on here?
Horus, which is related to the moon, and protective powers come from defeating the malevolent forces.
Yeah.
And then you have the eye of Ra.
Yes, we all have to do at some point during the day.
Related to the sun, protective powers come from instilling fear of violence. Oh, I didn't read that.
What? Oh, that bothers you now? You're like protective powers come from instilling fear of violence. And she's like, oh, hold on now. I didn't want to. Hold on. I didn't remember that part.
And then you have the ant.
Moving on.
Isn't that weird? After Elon Musk showed up with that, with his eye looking like that, we gotta go upstairs.
What
about that?
About what?
I gotta push this thing in. You all
what is
hold on.
happening?
I'm gonna push you in my chair.
I'm getting dizzy.
Hold on, you all. I gotta get this recliner pushed in. I'm gonna go up there and look at that.
Damn recliner. Always get stuck. I hate this piece of crap.
I do. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. This is gonna.
You can like. Is there no edit? There's no editing in her videos. Is that it?
We're gonna look at this, you all, because I think there's something to it. He showed up with that thing on his eye.
I guess she's still entertaining us in the dark.
And I thought, well, I wonder if it's the same eye as everybody else. That's what I was wondering.
What
is it?
It's the same eye as everybody else. What? What? Like what? Like as who else? And what? Like what are we? Oh my God!
We're almost here, you all. We coming over here. We're gonna look at that.
I wonder if like whoever lives with her is like, God damn it, Gina's on her phone again. No, I get it. Yeah, you got like hundreds of thousands of followers. No, yeah, no, cool. Yeah, go on. Yeah, walk on through. Sure, film whatever it is you're gonna film. Can you keep me out of it? Okay, I'm sort of in my underwear here. All right, it's 8 a.m. on a Saturday. What are you doing?
Hold on. I gotta turn this air off because I don't want to.
He's like, oh, and you're gonna turn the air. Oh my God, do you have any idea how hot it's summertime? What do you? Oh my God.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna take that phone from you.
This is this whole thing. This whole thing is really, really becoming really strange. Let me turn on these other lights up here.
What is happening?
Okay, I got this light on. Let me make it super bright. Hold on.
Is this like her attic or something?
Because you see this eye thing up here, right there. We're gonna go look over there too.
What?
Hold on.
What are we looking at? We're looking at something. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting it.
I'm gonna push that up on the.
Does she has like a legit push pins and yarn, like insanity board? Is that really what she has in her attic there?
Sky. I'm gonna make this really bright too.
But it's on a green screen, so that's nice.
I'm gonna make them really bright.
Well, a green screen that she does not use.
Where's my laptop? Hold on, you all. There's
we got to go back down and find my laptop.
Something going on. There's something really weird.
Oh my God.
Okay, come on. Where's his eye?
Did she find it? I guess she found it.
Oh, I want to get back to Elon. His eye. There's
Yeah,
his eye.
there's his eye. Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he has a falling out with President Trump.
Whoa. I mean, coincidence? I think not.
Okay, we're gonna look.
What the fuck?
So there are people who had, like, the Pope had one on his left eye. Obama had one on his left eye. George Bush had one on his left eye.
What? They all had black eyes? All of these people? The Pope had a black eye? Who's punching the Pope? Who's doing that?
Kerry had it on his left eye. McCain had it on his left eye.
McCain didn't even... Okay. You know what? Forget it.
What is that? Applebrooks, honey, hello. So the eye of Horus is related to the moon energy.
The moon energy.
Come from defeating malevolent. And then the eye of Ra, related to the sun, protective powers come from stilling the fear of violence. Well, I don't know about that, but anyhow.
What does she not know about it? Like, I don't understand. Like, you got to make your point first, Gina here, and then you can like decide that some stuff doesn't go along with the point that you're making. But like, you haven't made a point yet. You're just saying it's weird. He's got a thing with his eye. Eyes are, throughout history. Okay.
Okay, we can see them right there. One. That's the sun on top of his head, right? The eye of Ra. And then the eye of Horus. Okay.
What the fuck?
Sun god. Remember this? Where are we at?
Oh my God.
This.
It's like, it was too big. Her insanity board was too big. She's like, can we move this onto the ceiling? It is just taking up the entire wall. I need the wall for, wall stuff.
Yes.
Let's put this sucker on the ceiling.
That was
Jesus.
SpaceX Starship.
Space sex. Yeah, exactly. And if you want some space sex, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley and check out to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. And you can have all this, they got the toys for the space sex. That's right. Can you imagine a vibrator in zero gravity? Yeah. Well, you won't have to if you're using their products whilst having space sex, which is, I don't know if you actually can do that yet, but as soon as SpaceX is available, adamandeve.com products going to be the first things that I'm going to use. So just saying.
Right there. And you know what? That happened on the very same day that the sun had that image on it. You can look right here.
The sun had an eye image. Well, like an eye shooting a Superman's eye. The eye's shooting a laser out of it. Is that what's happening? What's going on here?
It was 8/8.
It's a Cyclops' eye
of 2022, and that was the same thing. See, this is that right there. That comes from SpaceX. That date.
You do not seem well, Gina. Like, I swear, have you shown this whole room to your therapist? Because I feel like they need to see it.
This date down here, it comes from NASA on the very same day, and then Elon Musk has that on his eye.
Wow, you are just really freaking out about this.
So if it's raw, we know what happened with the sun. We do.
What happened?
Truly, he is angry. Remember that? You can see a face.
What? Where's the face? Okay, I guess I can. All right, if this is an eye and it looks like the sun's sleeping, not angry, but and snoring, sleeping but snoring is what I'm getting here.
Of a being.
Oh wait, are those the eyes? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Is that the sun monster? Where's the sun monster in this picture?
He is angry.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay. How's everybody doing? Who won today? Let's see. Let's see who won. Everybody feeling all right? It's Sunday. We got after this, like later this afternoon, we got a members stream too. So if you want to hang out for that, that should be cool. Let's see. Apostate says it first. Oh, and it's Patty. She said it too. She's like, and we're first. That's right. And you were. Goddamn right. How's it going? All right, who was second? AJ was second. So I think Seth Andrews got banned from Facebook. His account and page are gone. No, really? It's that anti-Christian bias that the government is putting out there, and Seth, you don't get much more anti-Christian bias than Seth Andrews. You know what I mean? Damn, that's insane. I mean, that's happened to him before, I think. I mean, not permanently gone or whatever, but uh, I hope you weren't following one of the fakes. He's got a bunch of fakes too, which is kind of funny. They just make pages of famous people and pretend to be them. Don't even make them say stupid stuff or anything, which I would think would be kind of a fun. But no, they just try to I guess, make money off his famousness. I don't know. It's weird. Kind of a strange thing to do. But who else we got? Top Tester, what's up? How you doing? It's a good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. We are. I am well. I am, at least. I don't know. Anarchic Fox, what's going on, dude? You are everywhere. How are you all at all places at all times? I don't understand it. But you're in every single live stream. It's got to be like a cacophony in your room. You just got like screens of all of the live streams happening simultaneously. It's just a cacophony of live streams in your room. Multiple. You got like the Batman computer, but with live streams on everything. Anyway, look at the trees. How we doing? What's up? You're a lot of places too, But all right, what we got here? Chords. A lot of anarchists around here, and I'm here for it. That's kind of our thing. So I'm sitting on the bus and just opened my phone to see a joyful sight to behold. Hurrah! It's Gina. Goddamn right. Love Gina. No, but it's just spit on the screen. But all right, did I just? No, I'm looking at the camera. No, we're good. We're good. I only do that later, but that's more of a sexual thing. Let's see. Music. How we doing? What's up? It's been a minute. How you doing? So I feel sorry for these people. This is why Republicans have been slashing education budgets my whole life to keep people dumb enough to believe anything. Pretty much, yeah. The dumb people are easy to manipulate, and dumb people are easy to lie to, right? Because they don't know the difference, between how reality works. That's why they love religion, because if a talking donkey is reasonable to believe, but demonstrative science isn't, you can get people to believe whatever the hell you want.
Right there. We found that it's been a year or two ago. Very, very angry. And it wasn't that long afterward. It wasn't.
Oh my God, what is happening?
When that
this is
showed
so
up,
insane. It's like she's got it going every different direction.
And then that showed up. And then Elon Musk Okay, this is really interesting too. Watch this, you all. This is really strange too.
Okay, let's do it. I want to see the strange
Watch this. Oh, come on. No. See, it doesn't want me to do it.
It doesn't want you to do it? What?
It's Madonna, her eye patch.
Oh.
She had an eye patch on her eye, and it had the letter X on it.
Oh.
It did.
Well, you're just finding all the connections. Yeah, so now Madonna's involved, right? And she's got a patch on her eye with an X on it. He owns X. Now he's got a black eye. It's all connected. Holy shit.
And you know what Elon said when he was asked about his eye? Him and his son X was just horsing around. Horse. But then I'm thinking,
according to I want to say it's Steve Bannon, which, okay, take it with a grain of salt. Steve Bannon, that, yeah. So, but it was, according to him, it was some kind of fight with somebody in the Oval Office. Somebody named Scott. I can't. All I remember is his name is Scott. Hold on, Scott punched Elon. I need to take a typing course. Okay, Elon Musk. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Musk hit rival like a rugby player during unhinged White House fight. This is the Daily Beast. And then Musk hit rival during unhinged. It was a schoolyard brawl between Elon Musk and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent contributed. I don't know why I remember his name was Scott. That's weird. But to Musk's messy breakup with Donald Trump, according to a new report. Musk thrust his shoulder into Besant's rib cage like a rugby player, the Washington Post reported. Based on an interview with Trump, Trump ally Steve Bannon. See what I'm saying? This is based on Steve Bannon, so who the hell knows, but still. This then started to hit Musk back, and the fight had to be broken up by several bystanders. The world's richest man was, damn it, and that is blocking me. Of course it is. The world's richest man was shuffled out of the West Wing, according to the Post. So that's what actually happened. Maybe, allegedly by Steve Bannon, known liar, but still, I don't know why he would lie about this. But anyway, yeah, it would, and that makes good sense too, because it's just sort of like, I guess the Treasury guy's like, you're just an idiot, you're a fraud, get the hell out of here. And he's like, oh yeah, rugby post, rugby, yeah. And then he's just like, pop, punch him in the face. He's like, oh my gosh, I am so gonna have an army robot show up at your house, or an army of robots show up at your house.
Have the eye of Horus. I'm thinking of that. Just horsing around. Okay, let's look at Madonna.
What's up, Shot? How we doing? What's going on? The sequel one. What's up, man? Doing all right?
She got her eye patch. She has an X on her eye.
Oh my God. She's got an X on her eye, just like the name. When did she do that? Because if this was back in like the early 90s, I don't think it's related, but I don't know.
I don't know what she meant about that eye patch.
She meant the X. Yes.
But it looks like she's wore it in other places. What was the message she was trying to get out? Well, then she has this right here, and there's nothing on that patch.
Oh my gosh, you're right. You're right. It must mean something.
But then on these, it's on the other ones.
Oh, what?
What was she trying to do, you all? What do you think she was trying to do?
I think she was trying, and she was successful as well, to wear an eye patch with an X on it.
Said she's explaining why she's got that eye patch.
I almost wonder, like, did it have something to do with, like, cartoons when they're like dead or knocked out or whatever, they have like the X's over their eyes? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that.
Oh, I want to hear it. Why you got an X? Why are you wearing it?
I love that everybody likes Gina. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I was supposed to cover this other thing, and it was not fun at all. I went back. I was like, maybe I should check this out just in case. And I watched some of the Piers Morgan interview where he brought on the two atheists to talk to theists, and it's the Jay Dyer and that other guy, whatever, the big teeth smoking guy that I can't ever remember his name because it's so unmemorable. But yeah, and it nothing to do with atheism. It was so stupid. It was just more culture war bullshit, and just them just basically shouting lies over them being like, that's not true, and it was just kind of dumb and not really fun or interesting.
She Madam X, rocking Madam X, just to say she's Madam X.
Madam X.
Okay, now I really do believe there's something else to it. And look, they got the stars up there and everything like that.
I don't want to do it. Should I look up? Unless somebody else wants to look up. Does somebody want to look up like what Madonna was trying to communicate with the Madam X thing?
I think this is related to the future.
It's related to
I really do. I've never seen these things before. But
what? It's related to the future. What am I supposed to take away from that? Okay. It had to do with the future. In what respect? Man, like, what are you talking about?
It's really strange with President Trump and Elon Musk.
She always looks so perplexed. Her face is like, weird.
It's like an immediate flip-flop.
Quite confused.
His eye like that.
Oh, yeah. Man. Left-handed Jedi. How we doing, dude? Doing all right? It's good to see you.
The burning purple through the eye. Don't y'all think it's really strange what's happening in the news now? I mean, I don't like politics.
What about his eye?
I truly do not like it. But it's getting weirder by the day. And then Elon tweets on there that Trump's in the Epstein file.
Oh my God. Yeah. They seem to be having a hissy, the two of them, which is quite funny, actually. It's just been like ridiculous. The way that, and this right here, let me just explain. This right here is why the Illuminati is bullshit. Because at some point, eventually, inevitably, this happens. Okay, the billionaires get in their own little slap fight with each other because they're both fucking narcissists and they both get mad at each other. It's not a psyop either. Holy shit, really? Are you kidding me? This is like the most obvious shit ever. No, they are actually fighting, and they are, just both extreme narcissists. It's so obvious. Like I knew this was going to happen the second he started going in there, because they all think that they should all get everything they want because they're all rich assholes that usually get everything they want. And so now they're running into each other, and that's why the Illuminati is completely irrational.
And then he says, "Hold this for the future." And then
Hey,
Trump's threatened to take.
Bree, what's going on? How you doing? I actually got a picture I want to send you of a moth that was wild looking, and I got to figure out what the hell it is. So I'm going to send it to you after this.
Take away Elon Musk's contracts with the government. So Elon Musk, effective immediately, is
Wait, Elon's not in the Illuminati? How do you know? How do you know he's not in the Illuminati? Why? Because he's Republican. So that's the Republican billionaires. They're not in on it. They're trying to take the Illuminati down, because the Illuminati are all those leftists, the leftist billionaires that there's so many of. Just...
Retiring SpaceX. Retiring it.
Can you retire? Okay, I don't think that's the right word.
Retiring SpaceX, which is really strange too.
Is that what is that the word that the news use? Okay, I haven't been paying attention to stuff.
So they have had a falling out.
Yeah.
Him and President Trump.
He's like him right here with the black eye, who is clearly on a shitload of drugs, just staring off into K-land.
And they're on the social media. Trump is overpowering Musk attack on the mega tax bill.
Oh.
No, see, this is really, really, really strange. He's got his finger pointed in his face.
Right at his eye. He probably, it was a poke. I think he got poked. It was a poke. That's what happened. He got a black eye from a poke.
I'm gonna tell you.
That sucks too, when you get a black eye from that.
Do something right now.
You have to explain that to people. And you're like, oh, you got in a fight, huh? They're like, nah, I got poked. And they're like, what? You got a black eye from getting poked? Okay, well.
You want me to tell you something?
Yeah, I do.
The last time President Trump was nominated, okay, he won. They didn't expect him win, but he won. And it wasn't too long into his presidency that things started flip-flopping, like they're flip-flopping now.
What?
It's like something was like, I feel like we're on another timeline or something, maybe a parallel Earth or something.
That's a good one. That's a good theory there. A parallel, I'm sorry. Did I say hypothesis? Barely even that. It's an idea.
It really feels eerily similar to what happened the last time around. Remember it?
Well, the dimensions keep getting crossed, because of the interdimensional flux capacity. I don't know.
Let me do this like that. It's like you've got, whose side are you on? Are you on this side or are you on this side?
What? Wait, which one of these is who? Because first of all, using Iron Man and Captain America, no, don't do that. All right, it's more like the Alien and Predator. I like that one. That's a better, that makes a little bit more sense. I know Elon Musk thinks he's Iron Man. He's not. He's more like Dr. Robotnik, if anything. You know what I mean?
It feels really strange. Well, we don't want to talk about that, because it's like you don't want to talk about it because it's not nice to talk about. But
what? What talking about his black eye? It's not nice to talk about it. Or not, not nice to talk about the feud between Elon Musk and Trump. Is that what it is?
Things went south after that.
I think it's that she's got like a right-wing audience. And so she's like, I know it's not nice to talk about because we don't like infighting. Okay. We don't like it when we don't like each other because we just accept everybody even if they're Nazis. We don't care.
It did. I just don't understand what's going on anymore in the news. Everything seems way.
I think it's been like that for a while. You're saying anymore. I'd say, I feel like you haven't known what's going on for a long time, lady.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It's
That's what it
crazy.
seems like.
Yeah.
Do you find it strange? All the stuff that's happening?
Yeah, she's thinking about it. Man, there's just.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Why is the room green? Like, what is it? What is it? Do they call it the green room? Is that like, what is this?
Nothing's going south. I think things are going north, south, east, or west. That's what I think. North,
They're going
south,
all the directions, actually.
south, east, and
And see, there's already. It sounds like people in the chat there are like, hold on now, hold on. Now it's not going south. All right, President Trump is awesome. Okay, he's making America great again. All right,
and west. All the ways that it could go in every single direction, and it's quite confusing. It's very, very confusing what's happening.
there you go. Norman Osborn versus Lex Luthor. That's pretty good. That would make more sense there.
How can you?
Or Kingpin versus what do we say? No, yeah, Lex Luthor or something.
The news is really a major instigator in a lot of things. Just think, if we didn't have social media, I'm going to do this. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to do this right here. Hold on. I'm going to just pick one of these out. I want to know what it says.
What? We got magic cards? Oh my God.
A lazy person's way is blocked with briars. So if you're lazy, your way is blocked by briars. But the patch of the upright is an open highway. Now I want to see this really, truly.
What?
He who guards the... he guards the...
Oh, these are okay. See, this is an atheist show after all. God damn it! All right.
Path of the just and protects those who are faithful. Okay, I like that. Walk with the wise and become wise, you all.
This is like Christian tarot cards. Like, what is happening?
Avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. Only fools insist on quarreling.
Yeah, Michael Jackson wrote a song about that.
No, we don't want to fight. We're tired of the fighting. We're tired of the quarreling. We truly are. I am tired of it all.
God, how she could just talk, dude. Like, she could just keep on talking, and just nobody's around. She's just talking to the phone.
I want peace on earth, and I don't fancy the news doing what it's doing. I mean, because it's all over the place.
Did she just use the word fancy to mean like? She's like, I don't fancy the news. Wow, I thought that term went out of vogue in like 1920.
The news is all over the place. Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
Do we need to have the chat?
Well, maybe this wasn't too good of a subject for me to broach.
You can broach your breaching. You can breach the broach.
No, this is. It's right after he showed up like that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, because he got in a fight in the White House with another politician, dude.
And then I see this thing.
Dude,
when the German minister or president comes, he gives President Trump his birth certificate of his grandfather. They said, what an odd thing to give the president during his meeting with the president, which it was
okay. Yeah, I haven't followed that story. What was that about?
I don't know.
It's like, look, I'm born. Was it like my grandfather was born in my country of Germany and you're not? Is that what that was?
I don't know. I just
Because wasn't Trump's like grandfather not born here or something?
don't know what's going on anymore. It's all really strange. All of it's strange. Sometimes I think it's all a show because it's on the news. I really do.
No.
how do we know what's real and what isn't real? We don't know what's real and what isn't real.
There we go. That's good. That was good. Nice admission there, Gina. I think you finally breached the basics of epistemology right there. That's good.
I mean, when you look on the internet, all you're hearing is hearsay.
Now she's got me saying breached. I don't want to say that word. No. Let's go cut that. Yeah, cut it. Let's cut that. Okay. No, yeah, I don't use the word. I don't want to use any of the words she does. I didn't say fancy at all, did I? I didn't say like I fancy these. I didn't. Okay. All right. Cut it if I did. All right.
That's all you're reading. Words on a screen. We did not actually hear them. We did not actually.
The words that were on the screen, you didn't hear them. Yeah, that's wrong sense, Gina.
See them in person. We didn't hear them in person. None of it. How do we know what's true anymore? That's what I.
That's funny. I was just watching last night. This equal, yeah, snip, snip. I was just watching last night the Critics' Choice, the Dana Carvey stand-up from like forever ago. It was like I think it was an HBO special in like the night, like 95. I watched it when I was like 10 years old, and I swore it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And then I went back and watched it. I was like, oh man, you got to see this. And then we watched it last night. Not that funny. Turns out that, I think it was my 8-year-old brain that just really liked those faces, I think. I had no idea what was going on. He made jokes about the OJ trial. I didn't know what the hell an OJ was. I thought that was like the orange juice that you drink in the fridge, whatever. That's
I wonder how
ridiculous.
do we know? We got
Oh, but that, speaking of, sorry, I was making a point. One of the things that he did at the beginning, he was like, if I do anything wrong, if I mess up, there's this, this beautiful thing called editing. Snip, snip, pew. And he like does like a sound effect for it, like pew, pew, pew. Anyway.
Send out the evil eye to those who wish evil. I don't want the evil. I don't. Just take that evil eye and send it right back on yourself. That's right. No, see, I just sat down after I ate a little bit of supper, and I thought, this news is getting more weirder by the day.
It might be something you ate. What was supper? Who calls it supper, dude? What the fuck?
And I'm just
so Southern or something. Is that Southern? I don't know.
Shaking my head. I think this sounds very, very strange.
It does. It does sound strange.
But I do remember President Trump's first presidency. He started off and then
normal. He started off normal, yeah, and then it got insane as it went on. I know.
Came in and a monkey, like a wrench, was thrown in, just like that. The gears got changed, and then voila. And then Well,
I almost wonder if, it's like one of those things. I don't know what it is exactly she's referring to, but it always seems to me that it's like they go into these things thinking they're going to do all this stuff. And then when they start doing this stuff, it's like everything starts to break and they're like, oh shit, we can't do this stuff. This isn't stuff we can do because everything's got to break. And then they start backtracking on all the stuff that they were trying to break because they're like, we don't need this. We don't need that. And then it's just like everything falls apart. They're like, okay, hold on. Maybe we do need this and that. Shit.
I hope that's not happening now. That a wrench is thrown and the gears are getting changed. Well,
you're right. The gears are getting changed. I have no idea what the fuck. What?
Well, one thing's for certain: we cannot stop what's coming. You cannot stop it. I can't stop it. We can't control what the news shares. We can't control what we hear, what we see.
Is that something that you want to do? You want to control what the news shares?
We can't. I mean, you can if you tune out the world. You can.
No, you would just not know about it. If the news would still share things, you just wouldn't know about it.
But this is getting wild, and it feels like a great big distraction. Not to mention the energy that's out there in the ether. The energy is a very eerie, silent energy out there. It's very eerie and it's very silent, and it's
non-existent stuff is usually silent. It's weird. It's weird how that works.
Is as if there's something impending coming. It's what it feels like outside. It's felt that for several days now.
What?
And no, it's quiet.
Is it something you ate? What did you have for supper, Gina, the past couple of days?
It's eerie.
Was it expired? Was it expired? Anything expired were you eating?
And it doesn't feel right. Something feels way off. And all you have to do is read the news, and it looks way off. It does.
It feels way off. It looks way off. It's
Jesus is coming.
oh, okay.
Well, he can't come soon enough, right? That's what I've got to say. It comes across as a distraction. I do feel like there is some kind of a distraction. That something's happening behind the scenes. And there's definitely something happening in the sky above. Oh, okay. Now,
Okay, thank you. Andrew looked it up. The German chancellor presented Donald Trump with the German birth certificate of Donald Trump's grandfather. Okay. He was implying you're an immigrant too, dumbass. Nice. Okay, so it was kind of like I was sort of on track, but okay, got it. No, thank you. Appreciate you doing that. It's awesome.
let's listen. Okay, let's try to analyze this with Mr. Musk, how he's going to decommission his you know, he did his launches from La Padre right there. You can see it in Texas.
The launches from the Padre. They call it the Padre.
SpaceX, Starship, and he's not going to launch them anymore. Okay, how about this? He's not going to do any launches anymore because he said the government's not going to fund. Well, what if there is something out there and
although Gina might struggle with object permanence. I think she does. Yeah.
Some kind of force out there, and they told them, do not. If you launch anything else up there into orbit, we will shoot it down. Well, let's say there's some aliens out there, some benevolent aliens, some benevolent forces, and they have.
Isn't benevolent? That what is she mixing up malevolent and benevolent? I think she is.
Said, I don't care what you do, make up any story you want, but if you dare launch anything else, we will shoot it down. What if that is the case? I'm on side with the aliens. I am. This just
like aliens are right. We shouldn't be putting stuff up there, okay? You know, they're trying to just like do their alien stuff, and now they got to deal with all the stuff just floating around. Right, just getting in their way, right?
Be a great
scratching their ships, right? That's a brand new ship. Now it's got a big scratch on it.
Distraction, because let me tell you, that really gets people's attention. Elon and the president. And what if they're pretending to?
Hellbound Hillbilly, what's up? It's a ball, I don't know. Yeah, sure, okay.
World with one another. What if it's all pretend because something very, very massive is happening up there in the skies?
Oh yeah. What if it is all pretend? All pretend. What accent is that? Pretend.
That something's here. Something really terrible is about to happen, and this is the distraction that they need. What
has anything ever, like, has she ever been, like, I feel like she's been saying this for just goddamn ever. Has anything ever happened where she was like, this is it, this is the bad thing I was talking about? It's always just right around the damn corner and never seems to happen.
If I like to look at the what if. Well, we know that there are all kinds of various ships out there. We do. You can see them right there. Black ships.
What?
Light ships.
Oh, she's talking about like her misinterpreting video footage and pictures and stuff. She's like, sometimes it's dust on the lens, sometimes it's just a cloud. That's it, just a cloud. It just happens to be the shape of something. It's like spaceship. Boom. Clouds can't be that shape. That's impossible.
Flying saucers. Flying saucers. There could have been something come up from Middle Earth.
From what? From does she think Middle Earth is real? Does she think that's an actual place? That's made up, Gina. That's from Lord of the Rings. Middle Earth.
We've got 2 suns, and I saw 3 suns yesterday, and there's a black ship right there. What if something else? What if we've got a threat from space coming? My nose is tickling on this side. That's the spiritual side. That's
Wait, there's a spiritual side of your nose? There's never. I mean, wow. I love how she interrupted herself with that. She was like, I'm like, hold on, no, don't interrupt the crazy. And she somehow out crazied the crazy with more crazy.
That is like, okay, that's true. What if there
Unbelievable.
is a threat from
Wow.
space coming and they're not saying
Jesus
nothing?
Christ.
What if? And they need a massive distraction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellowstone is about to erupt. And what is
Jesus.
causing all of this eruptions? What's
So Gina believes everything on the internet. Oh God. I don't even know how you do that's like that's like we have to like I mean, just it's mutually exclusive a lot of times, but somehow and it's funny because they just will. They'll just believe everything. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's some way that all this stuff could be true at the
causing
same time, but I don't know.
it? Because wasn't
I used to be like that kind of. I used to literally believe mutually exclusive things. I would both simultaneously believe in aliens and then also believe in the Illuminati and then also believe in Revelation and Christianity and everything. And it's like, dude, you can't have all of these. It doesn't make sense. Like the alien thing doesn't work. Anyway, it's just
didn't something else just erupt? Excuse me.
yeah, I think she meant the middle of the earth. I know. It's just the way she said it was hilarious because, it's Gina. So who knows, actually? She's like, I did watch a movie about a middle of the earth, and there's goblins down there. There's goblins and wizards in the middle of the earth. I know, right?
It doesn't feel right. As far as we know, they could be in their bunkers underground. And we could be
You're right.
having AI control everything.
TV and Outcast, what's going on, dude? Is it Audi? What's up? Oh, look, it's one of those cray old ladies who fetches the camera. That's right.
Let me just say this video may be seen as entertainment for some people.
It absolutely is seen as entertainment for these people. That's right.
And some people, they are clearly entertained by every time I come on here.
Damn right. You're fucking entertaining, lady. You really are.
So for entertainment purposes only.
Mhm.
Any opinion I have is a personal opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does not reflect the views of YouTube. Like, what other agent? Like, what could you possibly be protecting here?
It's not backed by facts. It's just speculation. That's all it is. So don't be saying, oh, it's the absolute fact. No, it's just speculating. Is what it is. We're going to have a bit.
I mean, at least she's honest about it. Credit where credit's due. A lot of people not that honest about the stuff they're saying is definitely happening.
Big earthquake, Melissa. Well, something's got to come. Something has got to happen.
What? Why?
I'm still waiting for the catastrophic mutating event that's going to strike the earth. And that was
going to cause a bunch of Ninja Turtles, right? Just coming out of the center of Middle Earth.
Said in February of 2023. It was said at the WEF, in 2 years, a catastrophic mutating event will strike the earth, and it will change the very way that we live, more or less.
Well, mutants will be all over the place, so I can imagine.
That's what it said.
So, yeah.
We've done several videos.
What you say said this? Hold on. What'd you say?
I'm still waiting for the catastrophic mutating event that's going to strike the earth.
You're going to be waiting a long time, Gina.
And that was said in February of 2023.
Where?
It was said at the WEF, in 2 years.
Oh, the WEF. Oh, come on. What the World Economic Forum was like, you know what? Just everybody keep an eye out. There's going to be a mutating event. And so just, keep an eye out for that. We all here at the World Economic Forum are just trying to prepare everybody for all the fucking mutants coming out of the earth later. What?
A catastrophic mutating event will strike the earth. And it will change.
What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
The very way that we
watching Gina do her thing. She's entertaining.
Live, more or less. That's what it said. We've done several videos on it on this channel. It will change our way of life.
The mutants will do that. Yeah. I could see her as like half cat. She's gonna turn into a cat. That's what it is. She's gonna look like she's from that movie, Cats. But. I don't know why. I just feel like if there's a mutation event and we all turn into stuff, I'm turning into a chipmunk. I feel like that's just my teeth guaranteed that. But it's right. I got chipmunk energy. She's a cat, and I guess and then she'll take me out because cats take out chipmunks.
Okay, what if this? What if they know AI is completely sentient now? Totally. It can think, it can do whatever it wants, and now they're terrified.
Yeah, I've seen this Mission Impossible movie about that.
And they're creating all these distractions.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of scenarios.
I know you could think of just anything, and it could be a scenario that you could think of.
Mutating event, something that changes, boom, completely. It'd be like if I had a catastrophic mutating event happen to me, the way you see me right now, you may see me totally different. I could turn into a monster or something.
A cat, yeah, a cat. We've kind of already been over this.
Something unrecognizable.
I think we'd still be able to tell it to you. You got some cat energy going on.
Well, about something like that, yeah.
What did she do?
My husband is sending me pictures on here. I gotta look and see what he's gonna do. Hang on, you all.
So rock beats scissors, cat beats chipmunks. I know them's the rules. Okay, I don't make the rules. God does.
Okay, I'm back. He sent me something.
Did she leave? Are you just saying you're back now?
Bug markings, and you know what he sent me? He's out there doing some wood splitting with a log splitter.
What?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. He's out there doing some wood splitting. If you want to do some splitting with wood, yeah, there we go. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley and check out to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY at checkout. Get your exclusive offer. AdamandEve.com is America's #1 adult toy dispensary. Save yourself a trip to that sticky store and get it sent directly. The packaging is discreet. It comes quickly, and so can you. Go to AdamandEve.com. Enter code word Brentley. Get your butt some stuff. Okay, here we go.
I'm back. And
I'm back. Me too. Both of us are back at the same time.
And the picture he sends is it's like a piece of lumber, probably a 6x6, and on it,
Y'all know 6x6 is right. It's kind of like
on that
anyway.
piece of lumber, there is the sign of a cross.
What?
Literally, he said a bug made it, a sign of a cross.
What? He said a bug? He said a bug made a sign of a cross. I'm so lost as to what's happening here. Are you saying that Jesus is communicating through bugs?
And here I'm talking about this. It's a sign of the times. Something's coming. It was on wood.
It was on wood. So, I mean, it's got to be.
Truly, and I can't show you that because I'm on my cell phone and it came through my regular text message.
Oh, shit.
The polls are about to, yes.
You can't, what? Just show your phone with your phone camera. That's
Armageddon hour. The poles are about to flip and it will make our tectonic plates shift.
Oh.
Well, what if the sun
I thought they already did that. That's not a thing that didn't that already happen?
is about to flip?
Christ.
The poles on the sun, because that.
Oh yeah, Bree would know what kind of bug does it. What bug makes crosses on wood? Bree?
That does happen. The poles on the sun, they flip. When I was standing outside getting
If anybody's not subscribed to Bree's channel, Hive Side, go check it out. A lot of good stuff there.
some onions for what was it? Broccoli, beef and broccoli stir fry. I got some green onions out there.
What?
And as I was like cutting the ends off the green onions, that sun was literally burning me. As I
Are you sure it wasn't the onions that you're cutting?
stood out there, I thought, my gosh, that sun is burning. I felt like I was
Oh, her skin.
under a magnifying glass. You know what it reminded me of? The sun, they will no longer be scorched by the sun. The sun will no longer scorch them or burn them. Those under the altar. That's
What?
in the book of Revelation. The sun will no longer burn them. Something's happening to the sun. You think the sun's getting ready to go supernova?
Yeah, that's what's actually going to happen
Would it like explode?
in a few 100,000 years or so. I don't, but it is getting hotter. So, I mean,
And then there's a news story about something hit the moon again.
What's up, Ryan? How you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
Something hit the moon again.
It's a long time. Is the sun going to go supernova? Let me look, you all. There's something
Just ask Google. Just ask it.
really, it's so much distraction taking place. Let me see. The sun and supernova. There's supposed to be something coming. There
She's
truly
literally
is
looking
the
it up.
sun
I love it.
and supernova.
She's like, when does the sun supernova us into pieces?
Supernova.
God, she's so funny.
I want to know.
I know what how stuff hits the moon all the time. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not usually out there on that object too often. So I don't really know what hits it or not.
It won't explode as a supernova because it doesn't have enough mass. Why doesn't the sun have a mustache?
Well, it doesn't have a mustache. Well, because, mustaches are, well, actually, they're kind of coming back. I was going to say they're not in style right now, but they kind of are. So you're right. Maybe the sun should actually be getting that pretty soon here, I'm sure,
Will our sun die? I want to see that. I want to see what's happening with the sun. Well, we could have a Carrington event. We truly would.
A Carrington event?
A supernova may have cleaned out our solar system. A rare quadruple supernova explosion will be brighter than the moon.
Moons aren't even that bright. I mean, come on. That's just not... It's like, how boring.
A pair of white dwarfs located 150 light years from Earth appears doomed to die in a type 1 supernova that will shine brighter than anything currently. Okay, maybe they don't want us to notice that.
That's what it is. They don't want you to notice. And that's why they have an article in Live Science talking about it, because they don't want people to see it.
It's a rare double star spiral.
Jesus Christ.
Doomed for supernova explosion. Well, you think it will affect our...
Okay, so it's not, the sun isn't massive enough to nova or supernova, which we know is you got to be even bigger to supernova. I don't know space stuff. I'm going to be honest.
Stuff here on Earth. The sun burns you in 30 seconds. Yes, that's true. Why is the sun burning us?
Are you on antibiotics? Okay, because I feel that, that could easily explain all of this. I was only out there for like 2 minutes and I got a sunburn. What the hell's going on? This is crazy. Yeah, because the Z-Pack does that. If you're taking the Z-Pack, did you have a lung infection?
Look, this nearby double supernova is inevitable, and here is the date. I want to see it. What's the date?
Wait.
What is the date?
Now we're getting conflicting reports. What?
Date. Are you going to say it's going to be 22.6 million billion years? Okay, why is the sun so hot?
Million billion years. Is it both? Like what? which is it? I feel like you can't combine those numbers, can you?
The sun.
Wouldn't it be like a trillion or something?
Is hot and burning. Radiation. Radiation's coming from the sun, and you got to protect yourself against it.
Mm-hmm.
Is what you got to do. Let me see.
And that's sort of just already.
See if there was anything. Is a nuclear fusion at its core. I can't find nothing. I'm not going to get distracted. I'm already.
You already are. You're way off. We're trying. Remember, this video is called "The Elon Musk and Trump is Strange." Wow, I didn't even read this. I feel like I would have caught how incoherent this is. The Elon Musk and Trump is strange since the black eye. What? Okay. Anyway, yeah, you're way off track, lady. We're talking about the sun exploding, and because of Elon's eye or whatever.
Distracted. Yeah, all of they sprayed the chemicals. They've been micronovas.
What?
In the past, according to suspicious observers. I like suspicious observers. I do. I like it.
I like this. I like suspicious observers too. They're nice. They always, they're always suspicious about stuff, right?
I've always liked it for years and years and years and years and years and years. I have.
I like just the regular kind, actually. I don't, they don't need to be all suspicious.
The frequency of their voice, just like, it's perfect. If you're just tuning in, you all. Something strange with Elon Musk, his eye, and Trump, and
oh, you do remember what's happening. Okay, good. No, I thought
being at odds with one another.
Christ.
And if you think about the eye, and he's gonna decommission. He's gonna stop the SpaceX. But this is on the 8th, August the 8th. Was that Lions Day? Was that Lionsgate right there? 8/8/2022.
What? Lions Day?
Because that's what it looked like in the sky.
A lion?
truly did. That was the cloud structure, and it was like that.
What the fuck? I'm so confused. What? The cloud structure was like a lion, and that's why the eye has a laser coming to. I have no idea what's happening.
And we know that there are ships. There are ships that are out there.
Well, that's just an airplane. Hold on.
What if Elon Musk has been towed, or they have been towed on Earth? You will not launch anything else. Remember,
God, she's so funny.
Valiant Thor?
What? Hold on, I'm sorry.
You will not launch anything else. Remember, Valiant Thor? Valiant.
No, I didn't even see the first Valiant. What's the? Just do I need to see it, or is it can it stand alone, like independently, and I still enjoy it as a movie?
And Thor. That what? Those look like the craft, and I. What looks like it? That right there?
She is like.
You talking about that?
That just looks like an airplane, dude. I don't know what. Is that what she's talking about? My God.
That's in California. It came through a wormhole, right there.
What?
Is that what you're talking about?
It came through a wormhole.
That craft right there.
That crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a response
From you, chat. Hey, let's pay attention. Okay, we're trying to. You're gonna bring this whole thing to a halt.
Shiny ones. Okay. I haven't shown the shiny ones for quite a while.
Oh, it's Valiant Thor. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought she said Valiant 4. I was like, what? Okay, that Valiant Thor a couple weeks ago. Okay, all right, we're gonna have to check that out.
Oh, what shiny ones? Any of these?
Came through a wormhole.
That? I haven't really shown any of you all. There's just something
No slurs in the chat now. Okay, let's
going on. It feels like there is a massive distraction taking place because it seems like relationships have soured overnight with Elon Musk and President President
Okay.
Trump.
I think she's a little older than she looks because, wow, did you remember the Bush era? She's like, I always forget that it's not Bush that's president anymore.
It's like they soured overnight when he showed up sporting that on his eye. You know that he would show up and it would get people talking. Right away, get people talking. And it did. It got the news going.
Yeah, I mean, did you see him just dazed out like a freaking weirdo?
And then all this separation kept showing. He came through.
And he was like so mad. I guess he's so mad because this new bill like adds so much trillions or whatever to the debt. And his whole thing was like, I thought we were supposed to be cutting the debt. He's got mad at Trump because they don't really want to cut any debt anyway. They just don't want to help poor people. That's all.
A wormhole.
God, you're right. She does call it a wormhole.
He was quoting articles and giving future dates, August, September, and December of 2025. I believe something's going to happen in September of 2025. I really do. And we got to get ourselves ready, you all. Whatever you got to do, if you got unfinished projects, get them done. Especially if you...
Nothing lower than a worm. That is the low of the low. Okay. It's just a hoe, but for worms.
You wanted to get them done, and they will...
Very promiscuous worm.
...benefit you in the future. In the unlikely event that something terrible happens and you are at home and stuff. Yeah. In August.
You okay? Take a breath. Okay. It's okay. We got to, check your pulse. You okay? Is your blood pressure all right? What's
you think it's so? Yeah. It's a big distraction because I'm shaking my head. I can't make sense out of it.
Oh, said the Elon Musk and Trump thing. It's funny that that she hasn't made that case. Like, I'm surprised that she is not like, this is all like a distraction. Like they're lying. Oh, I guess is that what she said? No, never mind. I was trying to give her credit. Forget it.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Never mind.
You can't flip flop like that. You really, truly can't.
Well, you can't. I don't know. People change their minds all the time. And if you have somebody as weird and entitled as Elon Musk in the White House, thinking that because he's got, billions of dollars, that he has the same kind of power than politicians have. Thinking that he should. No, that's going to sour quick. I could easily see that because he doesn't understand like what real power is, and that's why he thinks that he should be able to get everything he wants. And when people don't automatically listen to him, he's very confused and wants to start fighting with people. And then he gets punched, and then he gets kicked out of the White House, and then he starts saying that Trump is in the Epstein files. And then, anyway,
You can't do it. You stock up, you all. You stock up on stuff. And my mother, there was an article that popped up on Yahoo, and they said they're going to do away with toilet paper. We don't need toilet paper. You can use Bidgets. And
what? Please don't do away with toilet paper. I kind of, I've kind of grown fond of toilet paper.
or reusable cloths.
No, don't do that. That's not sanitary at all. Okay, that's just wow. And if you put some type of, germicidal on it, that's gonna burn. No, don't do that.
Okay, yeah.
Bad day.
June the 14th. Okay, is the prophetic calling Kentucky Pride? Isn't June the 14th President Trump's birthday, and they're going to have a military parade?
What is June?
What's going to happen?
June 14th is Trump's birthday. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
It's all strange, but there's something in the sky.
What bidets? What are bidets? I think she meant bidets. What are bidets? I don't know this stuff.
There's definitely
Jesus.
something.
Reminds me of what was it, Demolition Man or whatever, where they go in the future and he doesn't know, and they like don't have toilet paper. It's like a shell or something. He's like, how am I supposed to use the shell?
In the sky. That moon energy is around for 5 more months.
Even Trump has a say, no. Only humans get stuff like that.
The new moon's energy.
Oh, we're back to the moon energy thing. All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know.
This feels really weird.
Me too.
But there's something about
the eye of
Ra,
of Ra.
sun
That's
god,
right. And the sun god.
and the eye of Horus. The eye of Horus. When my daughter was in the 7th grade, they were studying mythology, and she had to make a clay figure of something. And I said, well, we'll do the eye of Horus and the
Oh, Dave, that's funny. I was thinking about you when I brought this on. It's like, I wonder if Dave covered this lately.
leg of, who was it? She did an eyeball and a leg. Is it the leg of Horus? Eye of Ra, leg of Horus?
What?
I don't know what it was. Somebody lost their leg in mythology. Who lost their leg? Because I remember that.
I have no idea. What? Somebody lost their leg?
I think I saved it too. Yes, I do believe in Jesus. Do you believe in Jesus? Have you ever watched my YouTube channel? Have you listened to me sing songs? Have you?
It's like I was literally just pulling out cards that had Bible verses on them to tell the future using the cards. So I'm a Christian. So yeah.
Listen to any prayers that I've done on the internet? Yeah.
It's weird that she's like talking about. Oh yeah. Hey, look, Bucko. All right. Are you new to the channel here? Huh? Is that what it is? Huh? You ever heard the prayers that I do all the time? Huh? Acting like I don't love Jesus. Get the fuck. You know what? Shame on you for assuming that about me.
Yeah. Elizabeth, honey, no. See, you reading way too much into it. Way too much into it.
I learned from you, Gina. I learned from you.
But that's how people perceive things. They perceive things much differently than other people. And it's wrong to pass judgment. It truly is.
Oh.
It's just like you may like eating a lot of fish, and I don't really care for it. I don't. Yeah.
You don't care for fish?
That'd be my personal opinion. Yeah. Nancy here.
All right, I gotta get out of here. Who doesn't eat fish, dude? What the hell? She sucks, dude. Wow. For just when I thought we could be friends, Gina, you don't like fish.
You believe it. All right. No. So everything seems really weird and off balance, totally off balance. And I'm going to go. I've been on here too long. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any.
And we got nowhere. What do we? Everything is so disjointed with her. It's like she just doesn't. No points were made. No anything. Just that's weird. There's an energy that's off balance.
Part of the world, hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Something's off. Something's way off.
Think it's you. You're what's off, Jada. All right, you need to go to therapy.
After he showed up with his eye looking like that, then it's like the relationship went south. It's
Oh, she's tying a bow on it.
soured, unless it's all a game.
Oh yeah, unless that.
It's all a game.
The Illuminati playing games.
But the energy out there in the ether is really
What's the ether?
eerie. It's eerie
Okay.
silence. It's
Oh,
uncanny. It's like something's out there ready to be seen, is what it feels like. Thank you. I'm Apple Brooks, honey, Frank, honey. Anybody else on here? Any other moderator? Thank you. Thank you all for your comments. I may not agree with you. You may not agree with me. And that's fine. We are living on this earth together. How about that? We are. We got to learn to get along together. We do. Have a wonderful.
What was that? She's like, I gotta learn to get along. I gotta learn to get along.
Rest of your
All right. See ya, Gina. Thank you for the fun. All right, what are we doing? Where are we going with this? Okay, so there was this other guy. Okay, so we got a couple options here. Let me know what y'all think. Now, it seemed that people really enjoyed this weirdo, who is Praise I Am, right? And he's this apologist, that has been doing some really wacky stuff. It seems he constantly tries to go and debate with Justin from Deconstruction Zone. He's also actually done. This is so crazy. I couldn't believe I found this. He actually did what seemingly legit debate about slavery in the Bible with Josh Bowen, which is crazy because I'm like, this weirdo, really? This guy debated Josh Bowen? Anyway, so yeah, he's kind of fun. The other one, this one was hilarious. It was this guy who is like the ultra. Usually he's like this, like super duper. What's the word? He's superstitious. Yeah, he's like ultra superstitious, right? But he's in some kind of like feud, I guess, with some other channel, and the guy's calling him an idiot and stuff, and it's just kind of funny. And he's like playing clips from it and then trying to respond. So it's sort of up to y'all. What are y'all feeling? He's the Justin AI guy. Yeah, the Praise I Am is the Justin, and he literally does. He has it's the weirdest shit, dude. Like I almost might go through, except that I don't want to get in trouble because I know that you're not supposed to do this, but he doesn't seem to be getting in trouble. But yeah, he'll literally like go out and make AI versions of scholars and Justin too, and then have them say stuff like have them say what he wants them to say, which is just so weird, dude. The guy's nuts. I don't know. It's crazy. So like I said, it's up to y'all where you want to go with this. I'm suggesting these two. I don't know which one you want to do, but the angriest, most disrespectful Christian ever, or prove morals and truth aren't imaginary atheists by this Praise I Am weirdo. Which one do you want to do? Let's see. Crazy feuds are I know crazy people feuds are funny. I like those. Let's see. Where we at? Anyway, so the show was Justin was great, by the way. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. I actually I would love to get him back, talk to him. But he was just on with the Apostate sisters, which was awesome. Oh yeah, it was a great show. But what are we doing? AI weirdo. Oh, I have to take a poll. Oh man, that's just so much work. All right, hold on. Wait. Oh, do I have to end it? Oh, end poll. Oh, I'm supposed to end them? I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know how this stuff. I didn't realize I was supposed to be like pushing the button to end the poll. That's why the polls never end. All right, nobody's here to tell me stuff, but that's all right. Glad that I figured it out. Okay, New one. Let's see. What did I say? Oh, cover political debates. Yes, 82% said yes. Okay, well, blame all of those people then for the next couple of political debates that we got coming up. But here we go. Okay. Oh shit, not that. I hit the wrong button. All right, start poll. Let's see. AI guy. We'll do AI guy v slap fight. Then AI guy. Try to do this as fast as possible. I'm sorry. I usually don't like dead air. Okay, but can't help it when I'm typing. Here we go. Okay. Start poll. Did that work? Let me see. And then I'm going to end. Y'all got like a couple of minutes. Here's what we're going to do. All right. We're going to watch something else for the next few minutes. This guy that says that the Lord raised his dog from the dead. Okay, that's what we're doing. Sorry.
Incidents that happen with your dog, with your daughter. And I said, okay, well, I can do that, but it's a hard story for me to tell. Did
he just start mid-sentence? Hold on. Did I start it wrong?
Hey, good morning.
Oh no, I did. I started wrong. I'm sorry.
Family, I'm excited to be with you all again today. I was praying and I was asking the Lord, I said, what do you want me to tell your people? And he said, Brandon, I want you to go back and I want you to tell them again about your incidents that happened with your dog, with your daughter.
Oh, good.
And
I wanted to wait with your dog and your daughter. Is this going to be appropriate for YouTube? Okay. This sounds like it might be something that's illegal in most states. Not all states. I think like Utah's cool with it.
And I said, okay, well, I can do that, but it's a hard story for me to tell. It's a pride.
This is unacceptable.
Buster. It's a flesh buster. It's an everything for me.
Too quiet for too long. This is bullshit.
Me because of how I acted. But the Lord wants you to know that you don't have to be perfect to serve him. You don't have to be somebody that is walking around like a holy angel choir singing behind them all the time for God to use them. I want you to understand today.
Does that make people good? Is it the people that walk around with choirs singing behind them? I'm so confused.
Today that it's
who does that? Who has choirs just walking around behind?
All by grace. And here's what I did. I did something really stupid. My son and I were playing a game. It was right after Christmas, and we were on Christmas break.
You're playing Mortal Kombat? Okay, it seems kind of violent for a Christian dude. Okay.
And
unbelievable.
We were playing a game online together, and we were just having fun.
Just like this guy. He's playing a game online. This guy is.
And my daughter before was playing with the puppy that I got her for Christmas.
And there's a Christmas puppy.
And
I love the the stock footage is just great.
It was a small little dog, and
somebody's giving the cute little dog a present.
I felt inside before when she was playing for this dog.
Oh,
I told her,
that was amazing.
Honey, you need to put the dog up. I don't know. You just need to put the dog up. Don't let the dog
redact it. You don't redact. You got now unredact that message right now, Burns. Okay, no, we don't redact stuff around here. Okay, that's just not. It's rude. It's rude. And I'm just kidding.
Dog running around by my feet and everything, and because the dog was sitting there nipping at my toes and was
and Dave too. What are y'all doing? What's going on here?
Just playing around, And so I told my daughter, I said, you need to put the dog up, honey. And so I had thought she'd already had obeyed and put the dog up. And so she was sitting there coloring in her coloring book and was over here to my side, but I didn't know that she had put the dog underneath my feet in a blanket. And so I jumped up to go to the bathroom real quick because I put the game on pause.
Oh my God, did you girl the dog?
My son, and I jumped up and I landed on that dog.
Oh my God.
And I crushed it completely.
Wow. Oh my God.
It just guts, like I said, guts came out the side, blood was coming out the nose. The dog was shaking.
Okay, this is too intense for you. You know, the visual that this is presenting me, it's quite disturbing.
Profusely, and then all of a sudden I picked up the dog and I'm looking at it, and the dog just died in my hands because, you know, I crushed the dog.
Yeah, no, yeah, we got the because part. Yeah.
So I lost it. I started using bad words. I started yelling at my daughter because of what she did, putting the dog underneath my feet. And I was, I just lost.
God damn. It's your fault for where you put the dog underneath my feet.
Y'all. And I'm embarrassed to say it, but I lost my temper, and I shouldn't have done it, you know? And so I was screaming at my little girl for not obeying me. I was mad at the situation.
Preemptively obeying you, like that. Like after you crush the dog, you're like, you go back in time and not put the dog under my feet.
Bottom line is, I acted a fool. I acted like a total, you know what? I shouldn't have done it. And me freaking out, I'm screaming and yelling, why did this happen? You know, you should have obeyed and you didn't, da 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 da. And I'm mad at my wife. I'm mad at everybody. I'm blaming everybody other than myself for not looking at the dog below because I acted a fool.
Hey, you look where you're walking when there's dogs, when especially puppies around. Come on, dude.
And I'm so upset at the dead dog in my hand, and I was looking at it as a total loss. I mean,
you got a teacup Yorkie. Those are like teeny tiny, right?
It's gone. And so I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So I freaked out. And so I took the dog, and my wife had a shoebox. And I said, put that dog in that shoebox and put it out on the porch. I don't want to deal with it. It was because it was cold. And here in Oklahoma, it gets really cold and the ground was frozen. And I knew that there was no way I could dig a hole in the middle of the night. It just had snowed and it was freezing cold. So I said, put the dog in the shoebox and put it on the porch. I don't want to deal with it.
I'm not digging a hole in the snow like that. Are you crazy? No, just stick it outside. It'll freeze. It'll be fine.
Right now. And
the smell from it'll be fine.
So my little girl turned to me and she said, Daddy, aren't you?
Yeah, it's so nice. Whenever there's a dead like animal here in Florida, it could be like 7 miles away, and people are like, what's that? Is something dead around here? What is going on? Because the heat and everything. It's just anyway. Yeah, it's
going to pray for it to be raised from the dead. And I said, honey, God's not going to hear me when I pray right now for that dog to be raised. I said, you pray. I said, I'm not there. I was just swearing and stuff. God's not going to listen to me. You pray. She said, all things are possible to him who believes. The daughter's just screaming Bible verses at the dad. That's great, man. Jesus. Like that to me. Oh, boy, guy. I know it's emotional. I get it. That dog. I told her. I said, I'm not there. I said, I just acted out. Okay, let's get to where the dog comes back to life. Get outside. Hour goes by. 2 hours goes by. I was fear of the loss. My little girl's still crying, but God's got this, you know. And 2 hours later, raccoons had gotten the dog. And so, you know, she sees the dog at the bottom of the trash can alive. Whoa, man. Dog came back to life because of the magic, the magical prayer magic. Completely alive, begging, wagging its tail, begging. Guts all right back inside. Pushed its guts back in there, you know, like in a war movie or something. To get out of that trash can. All right, where are we at here with the poll? All right, now if we've done the poll for long enough, let me see. Where are we at? Slap diet 38%. Hey, I got 62. All right, I think we got it. And we're ending the poll here. Anybody else want to add to the poll? How many votes do we get? We only got 13 votes. There's more than 13 people. You know, never mind. It's fine. You don't have to participate. A lot of people I think are listening while they're at work and stuff, so it's fine. But you know, last chance if anybody wants to use their voice through a click of some sort. All right, that's it. All right, we're ending the poll right there. 62%. All right, going back to my history thing, and we're gonna have to watch the AI guy.
prove morals, and this is the AI guy. It's praise I am, and he's insane. And it's funny. Okay. I might have to turn him down. It's I don't know if he's as loud to y'all as he is to me, but holy crap, this dude like sounds super freaking loud. All right, here we go. Hold on. There. Oh wait, he always says a stupid intro, doesn't he? Oh, I hate live streams. Why do live streams do this? I just okay. You know, it's a me thing. It's a me problem because nobody else seems to have a problem with it. In fact, it just seems to be the norm. Wait. Did I turn it on? Oh, I hit the button. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Oh, he's got the same kind of little chat thing I've got, except that I created a little square for it so that it shows up on its own. Y'all like the new setup? Look okay? So my green turned to like teal somehow or something, but you know, whatever. I got like a strip from Walgreens of lights, a light strip. Why? What the fuck? Why is it turned up so loud, man? How do you have 6,000 subscribers? What is happening? Jeez Louise. That was too loud, right? Am I the only one that's hearing it like this?
Peace to you and peace from God the Father and our Lord Jesus Christ. Galatians 1:3. We are live.
Thank you, Drusilla. I appreciate that.
We have the PO, but the D is not here yet. He will hopefully be here in a few moments. The full pod. But we still got.
Oh, I love that we got the chat there and everything. We could see the whole. Oh, this is great. It is great.
Olive, though.
I can only imagine the type of people that watch this genius.
And the praise. What's up, foe? Good to see you, Celine. Linda. We got Pete Izzle in the house. And we got good to see you opening the scroll.
Atheists are the biggest morons on the planet. Really? Have you seen who you're watching right now, man?
James.
Wow.
And Dwayne, you stole my microwave.
Kenneth Copeland has nits. I don't know what nits are. Pass it on.
Who was given as a gift from Kenneth Copeland. He stole Kenneth Copeland's gift. And what's up, that? Jimmy? Welcome as well. So tonight is sort of a challenge that we're issuing.
I'm a dickhead, but I'm not dumb. God damn it.
Issuing to atheists.
What is this one? When atheists try to refute truth and morals, it seems they can't actually comprehend the argument. Okay, I don't I don't know exactly what specifically is happening. If we're trying to refute truth, what the concept of truth, are you serious? Because here's where it gets messed up, and this is where I think a lot of people get lost in this, is that it's the you can't get an ought from an is kind of thing, but that's because like you use logic to you know, like it's about truth or whatever, objective truth, and so you get like the fact that objective truth exists, and then they try to say that objective morals exist. Is it true that X is that you ought to do X or whatever? And it's like, we're not saying truth doesn't exist, you morons. Like, we're not saying that. We're just saying that there's no such thing as objective morality. I do think there's an objective truth. I just don't think there's an objective morality.
That morals and truth are imaginary without God.
So, that's his claim, is that morals and truth are imaginary without God. Okay. But God's imaginary, so how does that work?
So, what kind of worldview would believe? What type of worldview would think that morals and truth are imaginary? I think that's pretty
Nobody thinks that truth is imaginary. Wow. And see, it's like he doesn't understand, like, just it seems the basics of it. Like, there's an objective truth. It's just our ability to access it is limited by our senses and ability to know things. That's it. There is an objective truth, though.
Outlandish, pretty stupid, pretty flimsy, pretty useless. But with God.
But with God revealing stuff, I can never be mistaken about anything because truth is revealed by God. And that means that I got to be right about everything all the time.
Truth and morality is real. It's objective. It's universal.
Truth and morality is objective. Holy shit. Like, y'all don't even agree about your morals, man. As far as like your Christian moral, like you have like some Christians going, we believe that this is actually wrong. We believe that it's immoral not to get baptized. We believe that it's immoral to blah, blah. Like, and yet they think it's subjective. How the fuck do you do that?
It's prescriptive.
Literally not. It's literally not.
It describes the nature.
Oh, descriptive. Okay, I thought he said prescriptive. Never mind. Yeah.
Of our God.
No.
The perfect nature of our God. So we will go through that. We'll go through the mechanics of it philosophically and dispel atheism.
It's going to dispel not believing in a God.
Completely.
Wow.
That the default position must be theistic, but it's specifically the Christian God. And that will be detailed.
Who's Emo Phillips? I don't know Emo Phillips. Is that the guy that works? He's down at the hardware store down on Elm, right?
So
all emo. That's what I call him. All emo. Yeah.
You know what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just gonna give a few more minutes here for dude to come on in.
He's not coming, man. Get over it. Okay. He doesn't like you. Okay.
And then we'll jump into it.
He didn't get the cool dude glasses like everybody else got. And now he's mad about it.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Oh, you're allowed to talk? Olive. I don't think you're allowed to talk. So just keep it down. Okay. And keep your head covered. Stop asking questions in church.
Who wants to? We'll play a song. Let's see. And then we'll jump into it if he won't be here in the next few moments.
Okay, sounds good.
I think she's like, who cares? You know, let's go. Oh my good God. Are you fucking what? See, this is what I'm afraid. This is what I'm afraid I sound like when I start looking stuff up and stuff. Like, this is why I don't do that.
Let's try.
Dead air. Like, you're literally wasting your audience's time right now.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's see where this one goes.
Let's see where anything goes. Just anything. Just do anything. And start reading your fucking chat.
Song?
That was beautiful. I really enjoyed that. That was beautiful praise.
She's making fun of you, man. Okay, I don't know if you're going to pick up on that.
Oh, why do you hate
What the fuck?
behavior?
Oh my God, what is going on? I don't want to get a copyright. Oh my God, he's like, this dude's obsessed with AI. He's literally making AI songs now too.
No man may boast.
Oh my God. Okay.
5:20 says admitted grace.
Jesus. Unfucking. Oh my God. Holy Lord. Why is this still happening? Please stop. Why is this so? This is too long of a song. Was that like a 10-minute song?
Boom.
What is this, Avenged Sevenfold? Come on, dude. You can't have songs that long.
Boom, Wayne. But we're gonna get started here.
Good.
And
Thank you.
Yeah.
Playing a goddamn song.
Maybe dude will drop in here. I think he's
He's not coming. Just move on. Oh my God.
Internet connection could be having issues, but he was in his car too.
Now he's making excuses for the person that's not there.
So.
Oh my God.
So
it wouldn't be that he just doesn't want to be here because he was mad that we got cool sunglasses and he did it, but it's the internet. It's probably the internet thing, right? Yeah. Well, let's go with that.
let's jump into it. People can follow my line of argumentation.
Oh, good. Good. Tonight's thesis. He just writes it down. Very official. Oh, you use Microsoft Word? Wow, wow. I bet you got the whole office. Bet you got the whole Microsoft's office.
So you don't have to wonder, well, what did he argue here? What is Praise arguing? Blah, blah, blah. You can just follow along, rewind it. We have
Audience gets lost a lot on these things.
I have it printed out so you can follow my line of thinking.
Oh, you printed it out? We're going to send it out as flyers. We're going to pass it out at the next event.
So tonight's thesis. Oh, guess who's here?
Okay, there he did finally go. Oh, they got him the glasses. Okay, well, and he's got the face of the actual dude, and that's probably why they didn't want to give him the glasses, because they're like, dude, come on, you can't be the dude.
Ooh.
It's just not cool, man. It's overkill. It's overkill with the dude thing.
The pod.
Oh, we're
It's
going
the
back.
fish-
Oh man, now we're not going through the argument just because of this idiot showing up.
The pod. I didn't even actually realize we went live. Sorry about that.
I don't believe him.
Oh no, man. Yeah, it's I understand. And so
Hey, Tons of Mice, how we doing? What's going on? Doing all right?
always have to ask, how was your day, dude and Olive?
Say, can I get him to fax that to me? Yeah, that's about the that's about the technology I'm working with. So
My day was really good. And God is great. God is good. How about y'all?
My
dead silence.
day is really good. I had so many things to get done today. Now I'm just getting home. I'm actually just pulling into the driveway. So God is great. God is good. And
Amen.
all the time? Is that it doesn't oh y'all don't do that.
y'all praise.
My day was
Oh my God.
vassal and a
Don't
dessert,
care.
Of course.
Are they gonna start talking about work? I hate it when people talk about work on podcasts. Just don't care. That's just first that is just well, at work today, this guy, he had a bit of an attitude problem, right? And I had to go back and tell him, right? And Lucy works the register. Now she's oh my fucking I don't care. Shut up.
So we're destroying atheism tonight. And the challenge is to atheists, and you can open up to them and maybe give the gospel to them after they've been ashamed that they are atheists and they find out.
That's what it is. We're ashamed. We're ashamed of the label that we wear proudly.
There is no validation. There's absolutely no basis for an atheist worldview. We're going to prove that tonight.
Oh, good.
So
That's what I was hoping.
let's pull it up. Let's
do it. Let's
Again,
do
you
it.
can just follow along with the thoughts. I'm going to show it visually, so you don't have to ask what I mean by that.
Follow along with the thoughts. Is that what he said? Use your thinking part of your head to follow along with the. Okay, it's it's important that I break that down for you.
Because it'll just be on the screen. All right, ski.
It's funny too. Hold on, let me see if I can see it. It's got like a lot of views, 416 views, right? 13 likes. Wow, that is and he's got 6,000 subscribers. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. It seems. It's like, geez. Oh, if y'all don't mind, maybe hitting that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot to me if you could do that. Because I don't want to be like this guy. Okay, I don't want 400 something views and then it's like 3 people like the stream. How embarrassing,
So tonight's thesis: truth and morals are relative, and hence illusory means their imagination without God.
Their truth and morals are relative. I actually don't go with that direction. And I wonder if he knows the difference. I wonder if he knows the difference between anti-realism and moral relativism. I wonder if he knows that. And because the difference is anything can be good if you're talking about relativism, right? It just depends on the person and the culture, and that anything can be good, right? Because it depends on the culture or whatever. But if you're an anti-realist, you're not saying that it's good, like everything's good because it's based on that. It's like it's not real. More objective morals aren't real. So like it's just kind of saying like it's subjective and it's just whatever you interpret, and you're personally going to disagree with somebody else as to what they think is moral. But you don't think everybody is right. You know what I mean? That's the difference between, as far as I understand it. Again, not a philosophy guy, but I do my best.
So with God, morals and truth are real. They're objective. Without God, they are
Real?
not real. They're illusory.
What's up, Andrew? How you doing?
They're part of imagination. They're
And John?
imaginary.
What's up, John?
So that's the thesis. We'll go through it now. On naturalism, mental states and propositional content are reduced to physical brain states. But brain states have no truth value. Propositions and brain states are two completely different categories. They cannot. You
And
cannot
brain
mix.
states?
You cannot mix them together. They cannot be together.
They can't be mixed together. They can't be together either. They can't be together or mixed together. Either one. Both of those they can't be.
They're distinct. Atheists.
I think okay. Like the brain state would like meaning what? Like just whether or not you accept a proposition or not? Is that what he's trying to say? Like that would be the brain state, is like whether or not you accept it. And then the proposition would be what is proposed that you're supposed to believe or not.
Like Tom, what's his name? Tom.
And Jerry, he's a cat.
I'm gonna call him Tom Rabbit, but it's
not a rabbit. He's a cat, man.
Tom Jump. Tom Jump thinks
T Jump. Yeah. Okay.
that propositions are brain states, and they're not. We're gonna continue on. Why?
Propositions are whether you accept the proposition would be the brain state, right?
Why is propositional content?
Does anybody know this stuff? Where is it? Brad. Yes, that Tom. Yep, you nailed it.
Not reduced to brain states. Well, propositions are non-spatial. They're non-temporal and non-empirical entities that represent meaning and truth. They're not empirical. You can't empirically investigate propositional truth.
You can't. What does he think a proposition even is at this point? I'm starting to get that he doesn't know what a proposition is. That's what I'm getting here, because that's just something that somebody proposes is true. That's it. That's a proposition, dude.
Or propositional content. All entities, all propositions.
They say all propositions are non-spatial. Okay, sure. I guess I'll give you that. Because it's a concept that, anyway, good God. Non-temporal. Okay. I don't know about that. And non-empirical entities. Entities? Would we call them an entity? I feel like that's not a good, I don't feel like that's the right word there. Entity. That represent meaning and truth. No. Wait. No, that it's a proposition that you're proposing is true or not true, and then whether or not somebody accepts it.
Entities must be spatio-temporal.
This feels like somebody. It feels like somebody that's just pretending so hard to know what they're talking about, but they're just making shit up. But
Causally interactive and reducible to matter, but propositions are none of these.
All entities must be spatio-temporal, casually interactive, and reducible to matter. What? I don't know what he's trying to say there. All entities. Okay.
So non-spatial and non-temporal. Why are propositions, why do they transcend, and why are they not reduced to matter? Well, part of our answer is,
I mean, they're metaphysical, right? They exist in the mind of something that exists. So they would be metaphysical, right?
Propositions like 2 + 2 = 4, that the proposition.
That's just a fact. Okay. Is that a proposition? What are you proposing?
that
Okay, you know what?
murdering is
I don't think he knows what the fuck a proposition is.
wrong, murdering is bad, lying, stealing is bad, loving is good. Those propositions
So God can't be propositioned. That's right. That's right.
are non-spatial and non-temporal. So
Okay, so the proposition that unaliving is bad is non-spatial. Do we really have to do this? We got they don't does not take up any space in the universe. That proposition, yeah, because it's just a thing in your brain. You're just saying that something is the case, and then somebody else is supposed to accept it or not accept it. That's it. That's what a proposition is.
propositions are generally considered independent of specific time or location, unlike sentences or physical objects.
I mean, couldn't something be proposed? No, I mean, no, that's not actually true. Like, wouldn't we say that, for instance, if you go back, and I'm not going to get any of the dates right, but like if you go back and say it was proposed by philosopher X at this time, that would make it temporal because it had not been proposed until that point. So it still has a place in time. I'm so confused as to what its point is, though.
Different sentences can express the same proposition. For example, the English sentence "snow is white" and the German sentence "Schnee ist weiß." So "Schnee ist weiß" in German is "snow is white."
Yeah, we got
They
it.
express the same proposition. So just because a sentence is different, see, sentences, as we'll see here, is not reduced or proposition. Sentences and propositions are different, and they can't be reduced to physical reality.
It would, but the concept is still the same, dude. Like just because they use different words to describe it, it's still the same concept. We're talking about the law of identity here. That's just what that is. The fact that you have the same concept is like the logical law of identity. Like just because you use different words to describe something, it's still the something that's the same. Yeah, we have different words that describe the same thing, and then we can also have the same word that describes different things, but the concept is always that concept, like a mice, you know, or a mouse. Like this is a mouse, but and this is not the mouse that runs around and fights with Tom. You know, that's not the mouse I'm talking about. That one's a cartoon too. I could be actually talking about a real mouse, but the point is. The concept is still there, right? And this mouse is an independent concept from the mouse that runs on the ground. There's just the law of identity. That's it.
So "Schnee ist weiß" express the same proposition. The proposition itself does not exist in a specific location or particular time.
That's not true. It would be proposed by a person at a particular time in a particular place. Like Socrates proposed, well, I don't even know. What did Socrates propose at the time in fucking Greece? Where is he from? Greece? I don't know. But like the proposition itself, I guess, doesn't exist in reality. They always get so stuck on that for some reason. It's like Christian stuff like, I can't hold a proposition in my hand. It's not, you know, isn't that crazy? Like, not really. It's a concept. It's a concept that's in the minds of things that exist, dude.
Moreover, propositional truth is not empirical. Propositions are not directly observable through the senses.
The proposition isn't observable through the senses. Aren't we observing it through our senses right now? Isn't that why you put it up on the damn screen? You're proposing the propositions aren't propositions. Jesus Christ.
Find for me where 2 + 2 = 4. That.
What does he think? Okay, does he think an objective fact or something is a proposition? Is that what he thinks a proposition is? Because he keeps on saying like 2 + 2 is 4, as if that is some kind of like that's what a proposition is. Like you could say it is true that 2 + 2 = 4, I guess that would be a proposition because you're saying it is true. Like you're proposing that it is true that 2 + 2 = 4. And that would be a true, yet like I would agree to that proposition. Am I misunderstanding what the fuck a proposition is? It's like, somebody tell me. Okay, because holy shit.
Stealing
Like he can't be this bad at this, right? Like it's gotta be me that's bad at this, right?
is bad. That proposition, find that in reality. You're not going to find it. They're immaterial.
It's right here. It's right here. I'm in reality, and I'm looking at it in reality on my on my computer screen that also exists in reality. I don't know what you want, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
They're abstract. They transcend reality.
They transcend reality. The fact that somebody says something is true, it should, like, I guess they could see the facts of reality transcend reality, right? I guess you could say that. Not even, it wouldn't transcend reality though, right? Because it would just be within reality that this thing is true, right? I don't know. I'm trying to give this guy so much fucking credit here.
Physical observation of a proposition is not possible. Language or other forms of representation can express.
Physical observation of a proposition is not possible. I'm literally observing it right now. If I write it down, that like it is true that whatever, you name it, God doesn't exist. Let me just say that. Then it'd be observable. Like if I wrote it down and showed it to somebody, wouldn't that be people observing my proposition? I don't know what he thinks this means.
Propositions, but the proposition itself is the underlying meaning or content.
Like what it's proposing. Okay, hold on.
Forms of representation can express propositions, but the proposition itself is the underlying meaning or content.
The proposition itself is the underlying meaning or content. The physical observation of a proposition is okay. Oh, he did say not impossible. Did he mean to do? Okay. Physical observation of a proposition is not possible. God damn. Never mind. I'm going back and forth in my mind. All right. Language or other forms of representation can express propositions, but the proposition itself is the underlying meaning. You're literally equivocating now the word a proposition to mean multiple things because you're saying, okay, never mind. I don't, but the probably saying like, because you can express the forms of representation can express propositions, but the proposition itself is the underlying meaning or content. I don't know exactly what he's saying.
Representing meaning and truth.
Can you just define proposition first? Because I feel like you're not, like your definition of that is not what it actually means.
Propositions are the primary bearers of truth and falsity.
What? In you can't say falsity, all right? It's falseness, all right? We all know.
Representing meaning and truth. Propositions are the primary bearers of truth and falsity.
It's what's being proposed to be true. The fact of whether or not it is true is separate. Is that what he's trying to say?
Call this bivalence. There's truthity, falsity, there's semantical content into propositions, especially the laws of logic.
Hold on. Let me go back one more time. I'm sorry. I'm seriously I'm giving this guy way too much credit. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he's actually saying.
There's truthity, falsity, there's semantical content.
There's truthity and falsity and semantical content, especially the laws of logic. Fucking what, man? None of that is anything.
Into propositions, especially the laws of logic. They're universal, they're normative, they're prescriptive.
No, I don't think normative. With the laws of logic are normative. I don't know if I would say isn't normative all about like odds and shit? It's not. It's literally not. Like, isn't that was like Hume's whole point? Is that it's not normative.
They're immaterial, spaceless, timeless. and they're immutable. They do not change. So
they're descriptive. They describe the world as we have, as humans have seen for millennia, for like forever. As long as people have been thinking, we're like, hey, X is always X and not X and not X. There, write that down. Can we write that down? That always seems to be the case. Okay, I don't think there's ever been a time when something isn't both something and not something. Let's write that down. And that's it. That's how logic appeared. We curated it over time, and then you got all your fallacies and everything. And a lot of them have to do, especially the fallacies that are not shit, what do you call it? They're not formal, like informal fallacies. They have a lot of interpretation that have to go into it. When you have like fallacies that are like formal syllogism stuff, that's different, because they're kind of just giving you what you already can see anyway. So I'm not going to go into that.
So they represent things in the world.
You go into the difference between
in fact, the laws of logic govern reality. Propositions, truth governs reality.
No, wait. The laws of logic govern reality? No. No, the laws of logic are a tool we use to better understand reality that seems to work the same way constantly. And it's just, like I said, just basic things like something can't be both something and not something.
2 + 2 = 4. There's no instance where 2 + 2 will not equal 4.
It depends if what kind of mathematics we're using. If you're using some kind of you can actually change absolute zero or whatever. I don't actually know how it works, but I've heard people say it's not necessarily 2 + 2. I mean, I get what he's saying, but like, again, isn't 2 + 2 = 4 like a descriptive thing? Like, we're describing what we're looking at, and we made words that we created words that mean like numbers that represent a certain number of things, and it's all the way that we categorize stuff anyway. God damn it.
The opposite to try to prove would mean you would have to invoke the laws of logic themselves, or math, to try to disprove it.
What? You would have to. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
To try to disprove would mean you would have to invoke 2 = 4. There's no instance where 2 + 2 will not equal 4. The opposite to try to disprove would mean you would have to invoke the laws of logic themselves, or math, to try to disprove it.
Oh, okay. Now it seems like it sounds like he's almost like trying to he's about to try to run tag, is what it sounds like. Because now he's saying the laws of logic, and then saying you have, in order to prove them true, you have to use the laws of logic to prove the laws of logic. But again, laws of logic are descriptive. They didn't exist before people figured them out. They were just something that we use to figure out the world, or just be able to better understand and explain the world and how it works to other people. But like, it doesn't. They're not prescriptive, but like, and also we presuppose them. That's kind of what we need to do, because you have to have some kind of basis of like reality when you're trying to convince somebody of something, right? If you're trying to convince somebody of something, you kind of have to have a basis for that. Like, the basis would be like the laws of logic are logical. We share a reality, and we're both observing the same reality, and I'm trying to convince you of something within this reality that we both exist within. That's like what we would have to agree upon just to have the conversation to begin with.
So they represent things of the world, and whether they are true or false depends on whether the world aligns with.
Paraspier said, two opposite things can be true in different contexts, not in the same context. The law of non-contradiction is how we measure what can be true. Yeah, that's true. I can see that. Either way, two opposite things can be true in different contexts. Yeah. Well, yeah, it depends on like what we're talking about. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
The representation. Propositions are also viewed as the content of our beliefs and other propositional attitudes. So
what? Proposition. I'm sorry. What? One more time.
propositions are also viewed as the content of our beliefs and other propositional attitudes.
The contents of our beliefs and other propositional attitudes. I mean, I guess you could, like, if you accept the proposition, then it could be, you know, the content of your belief. Okay, I'll give it to him.
So our mental image or sentence is just a representation. So just because we represent propositions doesn't mean they're the actual propositions themselves.
What?
Like if you write a sentence,
Again, now he's like changing it, it seems.
the proposition is
Like the proposition is what is being proposed is different than the proposition that is proposing it. Is that what he's trying to say?
killing, murdering, raping is bad. Just because you write it down doesn't mean that is the actual proposition itself.
What? Yeah, I don't think writing it down has anything to do with it. Where the hell did you even get that? Is that was anybody saying that this entire time? That sounds like something new you just came up with like 2 seconds ago. What the hell are you talking about? The thing that makes it a proposition is it's something that is being proposed as a truth claim.
Or the entity itself. Moral goodness. If you put moral goodness on a piece of paper, that doesn't mean that that's moral goodness.
It's the, oh my God. What is he just like going on about, like the words that describe a concept is different than the concept itself? Is that really what we're doing here?
Moral goodness is something that transcends. It's objective. It's normative.
Normative. Wait, what did he say is normative?
Goodness. Moral goodness is something that transcends. It's objective. It's normative.
It's not objective, but it would be normative because it's about oughts and stuff, like what you ought to do. It's like moral goodness. If you want to do things that are morally good, then you ought to do X, Y, or Z.
Governs. It's
yeah, the problem of governance in philosophy.
It's the best way to put this.
Oh wait, no, it's not even the problem of governance. That would just be the problem of moral. What is it? The problem of moral behavior and stuff, whatever.
It's binding on all people. So, but the proposition is what the proposition is what the representation is about. So here's an example.
The proposition is what the representation is about. Okay, man.
To give examples.
Jesus.
Follow. A dog can bark to warn of a threat, but the proposition there is a threat is not in the bark or in the brain chemistry.
Right. Okay. So the proposition there is a threat. So if you hear a bark, it doesn't necessarily mean there is a threat. And even if the dog thinks there is a threat, that doesn't mean that there is actually a threat. The proposition there is a threat is outside of whether or not the dog barked. Is that what we're doing? So confused. Trying to figure this out.
A dog can bark to warn of a threat. But the problem.
Hey Kip, how we doing? What's going on, man? I was just watching your stuff on the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's good stuff.
Position there is a threat is not in the bark or in the.
Apparently, this guy debated Josh Bowen, which kind of confusing to me as to how that happened. But I guess it was on Discord or something.
Brain of the dog. So Thomas Nagel, an atheist, I'm just going to cite even atheist philosophers on this. The content of thought, the propositional structure, is not itself part of the causal order. This is by Thomas Nagel.
The content of thought. Jeez Louise, he's just like rocketing through stuff, and I don't think he understands any of it, to be honest. And I haven't read Thomas Nagel myself, but what he's saying, I guess, the content of thought, the propositional structure, is not itself part of the causal order. It's just our observation of it, or like what we're trying to convince one another is the causal. Anyway, I don't know.
Why are atheists conceding this? Because it's irrefutable. It's indisputable.
I think he thinks this means something different. I don't think he think. I think okay. I don't know.
You can't dispute it. Propositions are truth bearers. So what's a truth bearer?
Is this? Are we still under the Thomas Nate, or are we back into your thing here? Because you're just putting quotes from people, and then it seems like he's just jumping back because propositions are truth bearers. Definition: truth bearer. That does not sound like anything that's official. That sounds like something somebody that doesn't understand stuff would say.
So a truth bearer is an entity that is capable of having truth value. What is an entity? Well, a proposition's an entity.
A proposition is an entity. Okay, I don't. Again, I don't know if what he's saying is anywhere near accurate.
That is being true or false. So truth bearers are typically taken to be proposition statements or sentences, depending on the theory, because these are the things we can say are true or false. Brain states are not propositions.
What? Brain states? I mean, wouldn't the brain state be whether or not you accept the proposition or something or not? Like you're like, that is my brain state is that I accept X proposition or whatever.
So propositions are what...
God, I hate philosophy sometimes. I'm just like, oh my God, like just talk normal, talk like a person. Holy shit. Because half the time, here's what happens. You ask somebody that's like a philosophy bro, and you're like, what the hell? Like, you know, they use all these crazy words, and they're like, can you just talk to me like a fucking person? Just say whatever it is that you're trying to say. And then they say the most basic fucking stuff. And you're just like, that was it? You used all that to say that? That was what you were trying to communicate? Why didn't you just say that? Why did you have to fucking do all this? Like, it's insane. And it reminds me, there was this, I might cover it actually soon. Planet Peterson and Justin did this debate with some dude on, I want to say it was TikTok, and oh my God, it was the most, it was just, they literally couldn't get past the first premise of the argument because this philosophy dude was just like using so much jargon, like philosophy jargon. You're just like, oh my God. And then and Justin constantly had to like take what he said and then replace the words that he was using with like normal human words, and then be like, you know, and that like took literally an hour to get not even past premise one. And it's just like, this is why philosophy can be just like frustrating. It can be fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I enjoy philosophy at times, but it can be just so pedantic. Is that the right word? Like we're just so everything that's just not how my brain wants to work. Like everything I do is just the opposite of how philosophy people do it. They like are very detail oriented and will just keep on looking at the same stuff over and over. And it's like, all right, fucking moving on. I don't care anymore. We just, let's get the hell out of here. We got to get somewhere that's like beyond these fucking words that are just.
Like our propositions are either true or false. There's the bivalence. There's truth. There's truth. There's truthness to it, and there's falseness to it. Either or. But a brain state.
The proposition, there's truthness to the proposition, or there's falseness. Yeah, I don't think this is official. Could you? He said falsity before, and now he's saying falseness. Which I was like literally joking, saying that's actually saying, but now he's saying falseness. Oh my God.
Is just a biological condition. It can't be true or false.
A
Chemicals.
Brain state. Oh, okay. And this kind of is tag, is what it sounds like, because he's saying it's a brain state. So like, and this is just the argument from ignorance, where they're just basically like, if everything is just matter in motion, how can we think at all? You know? And it's just like, well, okay, you just can't figure out how something works. Therefore, God. That's it. That's the entire argument, is what it seems.
And neurons don't carry truth value. Let me repeat that for the atheists,
Oh, good. Thank you. That's me.
The naturalists out there, the nincompoops that think
methodological, but true.
Everything is in the brain, the physical brain.
I don't think everything is in the brain. I think my brain is in my brain. Well, it's not really in my brain, but I mean, my brain is my brain. You know what? Never mind. Get me all turned
Brain
around.
state is just a biological condition. It cannot be truth or false. Chemicals in neurons do not carry truth values.
Okay. Yeah, this just feels like a category error. Like you're just saying biological condition can't be true of like whether or not we accept the proposition, like the function of like how our brain works is separate from us deciding if something is true or false. It's like a completely different thing. You're just saying that you can't understand how just neurons and stuff can allow us to be able to identify if something is true if it is actually true. That's it. That's all he's saying.
So William Vallicella comments on this, another philosopher. Only entities with conceptual content can bear truth.
Only entities with conceptual content can bear truth. So wouldn't the entity be the person then? Because which is what I was thinking an entity would need to be. But again, I don't know if there's a philosophy version of the word entity that I'm unaware of.
Neural activity
like
lacks such
this is how this shit goes.
content.
Oh my God. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? It's good to see you. What's up?
The brain states access. Let me say it a different way. Brain state.
I wish you would. Just say it any way where it actually is not gobbledygook.
It can access the brain.
Oops,
propositions. They're mental. You can access them mentally. That means they're not even part of the brain, because the brain is just an interface.
What is happening? I'm still like, it seems to be his big problem is that he just can't, he doesn't understand how our brain, that's just like neurons firing and stuff, can lead to people accepting whether or not something is actually true and being right about it. That seems to be all he's saying here. And it sounds to me almost like when somebody's like, oh, if a computer is just wires and plastic, it couldn't possibly be the case that it can connect me to somebody else across the world and we can have a conversation through it. It's just plastic and wires. Okay, that's so stupid. It's just me not understanding how something works. It's almost like I say with the spark plugs and a spark plug denier. Like I always talk about, like with the evolution, when people deny evolution, it sounds like somebody saying that they don't believe in spark plugs because cars run on gasoline and spark plus gasoline equals explosion. So therefore, all the mechanics are lying. They're just trying to get some extra money out of you to fix something that doesn't even exist. That's what it sounds like with this.
For the mind to access these propositions. So what is it like? Let me give you an example. The law of non-contradiction. Something cannot be itself and not itself at the same time.
Wouldn't that be identity? Or it's because something can. Okay, never mind. I guess they're kind of the same.
We can access that mentally, but it's not our brain that it's itself. It's not inside the brain already integrated in the brain, in the wet brain.
What? What? The law of non-contradiction isn't in the brain? It's our way of describing the way the world works, as we could tell so far.
So concepts are abstract. They're immaterial.
Hey, y'all, you want to chime in? Anytime, guys. Y'all want to discuss some of this? You want to ask maybe a fucking clarifying question or two? Like, where are y'all at on It's like, man, he is just so smart. I don't even want to chime in because then I'm going to sound stupid because he's just very smart.
They transcend brain, physical matter, space, and time.
The concepts would be an emergent property of consciousness, which is an emergent property of brains, right?
If they transcend it,
am I crazy here?
they're reflective of something that is transcendent. And also, if you look up the word concept, it means in the mind. So it's of another.
Oh, so concept doesn't even mean. So the thing, yeah, because it's metaphysical. It has to be in the mind, right? Because the concept is like the thing that describes something. It's your understanding of something.
Grand mind, not in our minds. Our mind.
What's up, Brent? How we doing? Didn't even see you there. What's going on? So, hold on, Kip said, so it's on to Brent. Said a new book. It's not even for sale yet. I don't know the price. The price point. Please don't buy my Braille books. You can find them for free. Oh, sorry. Somebody, it's you responded. Somebody said, Braille is mostly Brent's. The Council of Brents reminds you, do not approach the central finite curve. And then Kip was clearly responding to that. I don't know what's happening. I don't think that's actually what's going on at all.
Are dependent on propositions. That means there's a mind that is not dependent on propositions.
Oh, okay. No, it's a different one. Okay, I can't afford your books yet, is Brent. I can't afford your books yet. Hopefully, by the end of the summer, assuming the world isn't on fire by then. Oh, it's already on fire, just like not totally engulfed yet. But we'll see by that time. But and kids say you can get them for free. Holy shit, that's awesome. Hell yeah, we should all go get Kip's books for free.
Because the mind itself is the bearer of propositions, or the source of all propositions. Moral propositions and just regular epistemological conditions.
Conditions?
So
I think he's confusing himself now. Because I don't know, it almost sounds like normative, like he's taking like normative ethic stuff, and he's confusing it with epistemology and shit. Because they always do that. They always try to just throw everything in the same pot.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. That reminds me of like those kids that would be in class when I was a kid, and they would always say, oh, it's easy. Shut the fuck up. Maybe it's not for everybody. Okay? Easy. Just shut up. You don't have to say if it's easy, okay? God damn it. I hate that.
Propositions are what can
always raising her hand all the time, getting the questions right. You know what?
Be true or false. But a brain state is just a biological, we already went through that, chemicals and neurons, but only entities with conceptual content can.
The propositionness of the proposition. I mean, that is kind of like the way the philosophy people talk, which is one of those things where you're just like the essence-ness of the, oh my fucking God, I don't care anymore.
Can bear truth. Neural activity lacks such intentional content.
The neurological, it leads to something. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Jesus.
So and this is the thing about propositions, including moral propositions, are necessary entities. Brains are contingent. Moral propositions and also metaphysical propositions.
Dude, I don't think he's just he's doing the Deepak Chopra thing. That's what he's doing, where you go take some like Deepak Chopra says everything's quantum this and quantum that, and it's like he just understands quantum physics enough to just pull some of the words out, and then just starts making up crap using the words. There's a quantum healing and all that nonsense. It's not like a thing, but he's just doing the same thing, it seems, with philosophy, which is just insane. He's just grabbing the words, doesn't have any idea what the hell he's talking about. And I don't know much, but I could tell he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Even just from the little bit I know. And so far, all I've got is like a YouTube channel dedicated to just so philosophy stuff will come up. That's like the best way to learn about stuff. Just make a different channel on YouTube for whatever you want to know about, whenever it feels. So I got one for history, and I got, that's where Kip's at on that one. And so I got one for philosophy, got one for science, right? And then that way all the official science stuff will show up on that channel, and then the algorithm just hyper focuses on that type of stuff. Anyway, it's really helpful. So I listen to that quite a bit if I'm not listening to a book or something, Anyway, But all right, y'all, I got to wrap it. I've been going for over 2 hours now, but which I didn't realize because I was having so much fun. But you know, and if you want to have so much fun with sex toys, go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Oh shit, I totally forgot. Hey, we've got well, I'm just gonna take this down. We got merch now. If you go down, I got merch. It's just like 2 designs, but and I'm working on getting some more. But yeah, you could buy Punk Apostate merch. It's pretty cool. So check it out. We got the Bray Comfort banana mohawk symbol that is a Punk Apostate original. So check it out. Yeah, got a lot of good stuff out there. I was so happy to be able to figure out how to do that. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I thought I was gonna have to like sew the shirts or whatever, or just like get some kind of printing thing or something. I don't know, but it wasn't that hard. Anyway, go to adamandeve.com and put in Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. Also, if you want to hit the like button, I'd appreciate that. You know, it means a lot to me. You know, if you can just spare a click or two, you know, you don't have to smash it. You can just gently touch it. I don't even think you have to poke it. You can just touch it. Anyway, but if you want to become a patron, if you want to help support us, you can support us by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Punk Apostate. You could do a one-time payment on Cash App. With the cash tag is Punk Apostate. You can become a member. And later today, we're going to have a members only live stream for a little over an hour, I think. And yeah, that'll be today at 3, I think. I'll check it out. But yeah, and you can email me at punkapostate@gmail.com and join our Discord and follow me on all the stuff. Got all the socials. All right, y'all. The main thing, though, is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate, and we will see you next time.